So this first one is 5.6, let's see, 16, number 1. They're all out of order. Looks like all 18. So everybody had questions on 18. So let me do number 1 first. So this is question number 1. Okay, this is the one that we did. I think we did one like this last week, but I'll do it again because it is one that is confusing to people. So we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, so six to the second times 6 to the third is equal to 6 to the 2 plus 3, which is equal to 6 to the fifth, which is equal to some positive number. I don't know what it is, but it's 6 to the fifth. So whatever that number is, you either type that number in or type in 6 to the fifth. Okay, this one, same thing. Negative 6 to the second times negative 6 to the third is equal to negative 6 to the 2 plus 3, which is equal to negative 6 to the fifth, which is equal to negative whatever 6 to the fifth is. So this one's going to be a positive number, and this one's going to be a negative number. Why? Because when you have an even exponent on a negative number, when you have an odd exponent on a negative number, that means it's going to come out to be negative. If you have an even exponent, it's going to come out to be positive. Somebody take your calculator and raise 6 to the fifth power for me. And what do you get? Say again? 6 to the fifth power, what is it?
7,000.
And that should be the answer. And the next one will be negative. And check. Okay? So that's that one. Is that a test question? I usually don't put those on the test because of they're not very complex. So if I were to put one on the test, it would just be one, like this one. But I would it's probably not a test question. Okay. Okay, next. Let me delete that one so I can get rid of them as we go. The next one is number 16. 16. Large waterfall is managed so that a minimum of 170,000 cubic feet of water per second. Remember, we went over that. So that'll be 170 over 1 second. So 170 cubic feet, 170,000 cubic feet per 1 second. Miss Tanner, could you mute your microphone, please? If you don't mind.
Who's that now?
Just mute your microphone, please. And you just unmute it whenever you have a question, okay? Okay. So, times. Now, we've got to have a 24-hour period. So, we've got seconds. That means seconds have to go on top. Minutes. And minutes. Hours. And hours, 1 day. Now there's 24 hours in a day. There's 60 minutes in 1 hour. There's 60 seconds in 1 minute. And let's check to see what we have left when we cancel our units. Seconds cancel, minutes cancel, hours cancel, and we've got that in 1 day. And that's going to be 1.7 times 10 to the 5th times 6.0 times times 10 to the 1st, 6.0 times 10 to the 1st, and 2.4 times 10 to the 1st. And of course, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 is 8. So that's going to be 10 to the 8. Now somebody take 1.7 and multiply it by 6 by 2.4. What do you get?
146.88.
136.88?
40.
136 or 146?
146.
146.88?
Yes.
So that'd be 1.4688 times 10 to the 8 blank 2, and that'd be a plus. So that's going to give us 1.4688 times 10 to the 10th power. And they say they want it in scientific notation. So that should be the answer. This is a prime example of what y'all do on a test. What's wrong with it? It's right here. It's what they did. They put that in because it's not that. They forgot to add the 2 to the 8. See, they got to 8, but they didn't add the 2. Is that a common mistake? Yes. It is a very common mistake. So don't feel bad about that.
You gotta do
Let's say, okay, 8.
6, 4, 6, 8, 8.
Oh, my Lord. Final. There you go. Next question. Let me delete that one. Okay, I think this is number 18. I think we got 3 or 4 number 18s. Yeah. This one's been sent in by a couple of people. So let's go ahead and do one, and if it's very complex, we'll do another one. But let's see, number 18.
Really? I tried it.
Because I don't like you. Okay. What'd you say, Miss Woodward? You were interrupted.
I tried this one like 2 different ways, and I got it wrong both ways.
Well, you
So
should have
I
quit.
should just quit. That's what
Good.
I did. I quit and I sent it to you, the one that knows how to do it.
I'm not saying questions.
I probably get it wrong. All right, let's try. Mass of planet 2 point blah, 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 blah. How many times greater? Well, remember my scenario. You put the biggest one on what? Put
Top.
the biggest one on top. So which one's bigger?
The 2 times 10 to the 31. No.
2 times 10. That's the biggest one. So it goes on top. 2 times 10 to the 31st power over 3 times 10 to the 25th power. 2 divided by 3 times 10 to the 31 minus 25. Well, 2 divided by 3 is 0.67 repeating. Is that something you should know? Yes. Everybody in here should know that 2 divided by 3 is 0.67, just like you know that 1/2 is 0.5. And what's 3/4? 3/4 is what? 0.75. You should know those. Times 10. What's 35 minus 25? 31 minus 25? 6. What does the answer want? Round to the nearest what? Whole number. So that means I've got to change this scientific notation into a regular number. So 0.6777777, since it's repeating, and I need to move it how many times? 6 places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 677,777.7 repeating. So what is $677,777.77 close to? 778. So the answer should be 677,778 because it says round to the nearest what? Whole number.
How do you know how many sevens put on that first one? Like not that one, the other one.
What does it line?
You just kept
Well,
going.
no, it means repeating, but.
You
but
only-
Go as far as you want.
You only need 6.
That
Only
answer
needs
is
six.
wrong, sir.
And after
Huh?
that, you only need 2.
That answer is wrong.
No, it's not.
On the computer it is.
You must have a different number.
It's
677,778.
Gotcha.
It's not wrong. Now they may have their directions messed up. That's not wrong.
You forgot.
That's not wrong. Somebody tell me what 2 divided by 3 is.
0.66666.
Oh, I got the repeating wrong. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I got the repeating wrong. I thought it was 0.6777. It's 0.6666667. My bad.
My
So-
mama said that number's the devil.
And 180.
I'm wrong. What?
I said, Mama says that number's the devil.
Okay, well, go get some water. All right, so I'm going to move it 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 66666.66666 repeating. Actually, it's one's supposed to be a 7.
Is that for
the last one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and that's going to be 666,667. That should be your answer. My apologies. I knew I did the procedure right. I forgot this 0.6. I got the 7 mixed up with the 6s.
I did it online.
That is a test question, but I don't like using 2/3. But I'd rather use like 0.5 or something easier that y'all can, or 0.75 would be even better. But that could be a test question. Okay. Just so that Miss Alexander doesn't feel left out, we're going to do her question.
I did it.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
All right, I don't want you to feel left out. All right, that's 18, that's 18. And somebody just sent this one.
That was me.
Thank you.
Because I did.
Okay, I hope we get done.
It's just because they're all the same.
You're supposed to send them before class.
That is
What about the graph one? That was hard.
What? I'm still going over it.
I know, but you said before class. That was before the.
Whatever. All right, this is number 14. 14.
I couldn't remember how to do it.
Well, what place value is it in?
10?
Oh, that's right.
5/10, so that's 1 over what? 2?
That's what I.
Well, wait a minute.
I was about to
No,
say,
this is repeating.
Repeating.
This is repeating, so we got to do the algebra. So we're going to first of all set it equal to x. X is equal to 0.5 repeating. X is equal to 0.5 repeating. So I got to get rid of that 0.5 repeating. So I'm going to multiply by 10, and I get 10x is equal to 5 5.5 repeating. Everybody with me? Now I'm going to subtract them. So I'm going to go over here. 10x is equal to 5.5 repeating. And 1x is equal to 0.5 repeating. So if I subtract those two, what's going to happen?
Okay.
The 0.5 repeating is going to what? Cancel, and I'm left with 9x is equal to 5, and x is equal to 5 over what? Now, somebody type in 5 divided by 9 in your calculator.
0.55556.
It should be a 5 repeating. So that's 5 ninths. Okay, so that takes care of that question. And 23. These are both 23, so 23, is it a test question? Yes, it is a test question. I'm going to blow it up so you can tell the difference between an addition and a division. That looks like addition. Yep, it's addition. So go ahead and do that one. I'm going to let y'all work on that one because that is a test question. So, do we have brother and sister or cousins? You got cousins. So that means you go to Aunt Sally's house. Please excuse my. So that means you're going to multiply first. So I would put the parentheses around 1/4 and 12 23rds. 1/5 plus 1/4 times 12 over 23. And I'm going to put parentheses around these two because I have cousins. Cousins are plus in multiplication. Because what's the brother to plus? What's the sibling? Minus. It's not plus and minus. It's plus and multiplication, so that's cousins. So I'm going to cancel that 4 and that 12. And that's going to give me 1/5 plus, what's 1 times 3? 3. And 1 times 23? Well, 5 and 23 get a common denominator. What are 5 and 23 both? They're both primes, so just multiply them together. 100 and what?
15.
115? How many times will 5 go into 15? 23 times. 23 times 1 is 23. How many times will 23 go into 115? 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. 23 plus 15 is what? 38 over 115. Question on that one? So that's going to give you 38 divided by 115. And you feel good about yourself.
So if it's division and multiplication, you still do the multiplication first, right?
No.
Division.
Division and multiplication do left to right. That's one of the big problems students have. You ever seen those questions on Facebook that has like 3 or 4 numbers across and they ask you to divide or subtract, that's why people can't do them, because they don't realize that if you have left to right, you got to do that first. You got to go left to right. People don't understand that. They didn't get their money's worth in school, or they didn't listen. All right, so I've got 2. I think this is the same question. 12.
Is that the
No.
top of the list?
What? No, it's not. I'm sorry. Let's see which ones. Let's see. There's 8,
Mine's
8, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. Okay, they're in order.
I just need
So this is number 8. Is it a test question? Yes. 1 serving of a brand of yogurt contains 9 grams of fat. The low-fat version contains 41.75 less fat per serving. How many grams does the no fat have, or low fat have? So this says 41, turn it into a sentence problem. Somebody turn it into a sentence problem for me and tell me what it should say.
Oh, this,
Blah, blah, blah. If you're going to mumble to me, I'm going to mumble back.
it's 9.
Okay, 41% of 9 is what? Some number. So 41.75% of 9 is what number? So is of percent over 100. 41.75 over 100 is equal to is of, and now 41.75 times 9 is equal to 100x. And somebody give me 41.75 times 9. What do you get? Okay, y'all should have it. 9 times 41.75.
375.75.
Equals 100x. And what does the decimal do when you divide by 100? What do you do with the decimal? Move it 2 places to the left since you're dividing. So that's going to be 3.7575 or grams. So 4 grams if they want you to round up. Round to the nearest tenth. So what would that be? 3.8?
And how would you want this round 6?
Should be 3.8.
Oh,
Question on that one?
I mean, yeah. Mine says wrong.
Well, last time I checked, that was 3.8, but we'll check it, see what they got.
3.76.
5.2. What?
Okay, we're going to use a little bit of common sense here. What's half of 9?
3.5. 4.5.
What's half of $9?
$3.
$4 and a half. Okay, do we have 50%? No. So how did they get 5.2? That's 50. That's not even 50%.
Because they're Russian.
I don't have any idea how they're doing this problem. Let's see what they say.
There's a
right
couple of them I don't get. Don't make no sense.
I can't see. Hold on a minute. Let me pull this down because let me move this up. X is equal to 13 minus 13 minus. They're using the Walmart equation. Let me read the question again. One serving of a certain brand of yogurt contains 9 grams of fat. The low-fat version contains 41.75. There it is. Less fat. I was thinking percentage of. See that less? Is this a tricky question? Yes. They put that less right there, and but including me, I thought it was 41.75% of. Okay, my bad. So you're going to use the Walmart equation. And less means plus or minus? Minus. So you're going to do X minus percentage X is equal to the total. X minus percentage X. X minus percentage X is equal to the total. Nine minus 41.75 of X of 9 is equal to the total. 9 minus 0.4175 times 9 is equal to the total. Okay, somebody take, what is 41.4175 times 9?
375.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
375. 375.75.
Okay, 40% of 9 is 375.
Oh, no, I did the first one. 3.75.
3.75.
75.
Okay, now subtract that. What do you get?
Good name.
Minus
5.25?
Yeah.
That should be your answer. Or 5.3 or 5.2. I'll take either answer, 5.3 or 5.2. Is that a trick question? Yes, it's a trick question because when you read it, you think 41.75% of. You don't think less. And it took me twice to read it. So I would not give you that as a test question because it can be a tricky question. So make sure you highlight the word less.
That's right.
And that less goes with what? That negative right there. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're dealing with a percentage problem, most of the time it's going to be of. And I neglected to see that less. Sorry about that. I suck.
We check it.
It says 5.2.
Yeah, when it says
That's the answer.
it puts the answer.
Which I disagree with the answer because it says round to the nearest tenth. It should be 5.3. But I'll take both. I don't know why they just didn't say round to the nearest hundredth because that's where it stops. I don't know why. Unless, what is 0.4175 times 9? Is it 3.75 even?
No, it's like,
What is it?
3.7575.
3.7575.
That's what you should have used.
It kept saying mine was wrong.
3.7575. I didn't know it was, I thought, I didn't ask y'all to round it. You don't round to the very what? End.
Yeah, it's 5.24.
There, that makes a difference. 3.7 what?
575.
575. And that comes out to 3.24.
I don't understand why I keep getting the wrong one.
How did you
Check your mode and make sure that your decimals are floating.
How did you check it? Well, what
I don't
made you
know how to
change
do
the
that.
decimal point of?
I thought y'all were all on calculator drill team in high school. You're supposed to be able to spin that thing around like a basketball. Here, go to mode and make sure it's on floating. Hit enter and make sure it's on floating.
It is.
Also make sure it's on degree. And what was the function? 0.4175. Was it 4175 times 9 is equal to that?
Yep.
And then subtract that from 9. There it is, 5.24.
Okay, how did you make the 41.75 to 0.422?
See,
That's a decimal. You move the decimal to the place, 2 places to the left.
I had a different
I
problem.
went over that on chapter
You
10.
just move it? You don't have to put it in one graph and that?
Where's your notes from the other
I
day?
have my notes, but
Okay,
It
what did I
doesn't
say?
have to move
How do
the
you
decimal.
change from a decimal to a fraction? What does your note say?
decimals go
You move 2 places to the what? Left.
left.
Okay? It's in your notes. I went over that. Next. That's number 8. Number 9. Number 9. This is a test question because anytime you see a graph like this,
These
it's
are
going to be
awful.
on a standardized test. It's going to be on a standardized test. I thought that was something else. Or my test. It says the graph shows the percent of employees who take time off because of colds. A company has 9,120 employees. That's the total. You need to highlight that. Highlight that 9120 because that's what you're going to multiply by. Okay? Look for the total. Use the graph to find the number that missed work because cold for 1 to 2 days. Which one is 1 to 2 days?
The purple.
The purple. 1 to 2 days. How many percent?
24.
24. So that's 0.24. So you're going to multiply 0.24 times what? 9120. So take your handy dandy calculator and take 0.24, multiply by 9120. And somebody give me the decimal. Give me 2 or 3 places.
This is 21 or 2,188.8.
2,188.8. Well, there's no such thing as 0.8 people, so it's 2189. It says round to the nearest whole number. So your answer is 2189. And again, there you go again. When you change a percent to a decimal, you just move it 2 places to the what? Left. If there's nothing there, you got to put a 0. So it'd be 4% would be 0.04. So you have to remember that. So I get, what I get, 2189, 2189 to delete. That should be it. I was fixing to say, that's not right. I'm going to go home. All right, next. That's these 3. Delete, delete, delete. This is number 10. Is it a test question? Yes. Students at a high school were polled to determine the type of music they preferred. There was 1950. There's your total. Highlight that total. There was 1,950 students who completed the survey. Blah, 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 blah. Who preferred, what percent preferred alternative? They still make that now. Alternative, 462. So alternative is 462. So if I want to find the percentage, I put the small number on top, right? So that'd be 462 divided by what? The total always goes on the bottom. What's the total?
1950.
1950. Somebody do that for me? Always take it to 4 digits. Give me 4 digits. Point what?
2, 3, 6, 9.
Okay, so that's going to be 23.69%. Really? So I move the decimal. If I want to change from a decimal to a percent, I move 2 places to the right. 23.69%. And what does the direction say? Round to what? 1 decimal place. So that's going to be 23 point what? 23.7%. If I can get my cursor over there. 23.7%. And you feel good about yourself. So that's a good test question. Next test question, or next question. Somebody sent another one. Good. 12. This is number 12. This is a good test question. It's a good standardized test question. What did I tell you percent increase or decrease is? Look in your notes. I just told you that Friday. I think it was Friday. Might have been Wednesday. Percent increase or decrease? I only showed you 3 things. I showed you is of percent over 100. I showed you the Walmart equation. And then I said at the very end, I said this is what you use for percent increase and decrease.
New minus old divided by old.
New, good.
New minus old divided by old times 10.
Good. New minus old divided by old multiplied by 100. New minus old over old. Now remember that, multiply by 100. Okay? It says determine the percent increase in the country's land area from 1790. So let's go find 1790. 1790. Doop. There it is right there, 1790. To what? 1810. Okay, so do that. So which one's new? The one that's the latest. So that would be 1.56. So 1.56 minus 0.74 divided by 0.74 multiplied by 100. Somebody give me what's in the parentheses. What is 1.56 minus 0.74 divided by 0.74?
1.108.
1.108 times 100. And what do you do when you multiply by 100?
Move over 2 decimals.
Move 2 decimal places. So that's 110.8% or 111% depending on what they're asking for. And it's positive, so that means increase. If it comes out negative, that means what? Decrease. But what are these doing? What are all these doing? They're going up. So all of these are going to be increased. Now it says round to 1 decimal place. So 110.8 is correct. You do the next one. You do 1810 to 1830. I'll erase everything. Well, I don't want to erase everything. We'll do this, and I'll do different color highlighter, from 1810 to 1830. And of course, I didn't hit red, I hit yellow, thank you very much. Okay, we switched. Does anybody know how I switched from red to yellow? I'd appreciate it if you tell me.
Can I ask you something?
I still don't know. I don't know why that's there. Yes. Now it won't go away. What's your question?
I want to show you. So I'm doing mine since it's different numbers. So I did the 1.7 minus 0.86, and then I divided that number by 0.86, which is what you should do, right? And
Just the
then,
way you're putting it in your calculator. Your calculator can't determine what to do first. So you have to do it in stages, or you have to put parentheses around it. Your calculator doesn't know what to do first. So what I would do if I was you is I would do this first, okay? Like 1.6 minus 1.56 over 1.56. That's what I would do in your calculator first. Or you're going to have to put double parentheses around this and then divide by parentheses. So you're going to have to put two parentheses, 1.6 minus 1.56, close parentheses, divided by parentheses, 1.56, close parentheses, close parentheses. However, you want to do it and then multiply that by 100. But if you try to do it all at one time, your calculator's going to blow a gasket, because no matter what y'all think, it doesn't have a brain. Okay? So somebody give me this decimal right here in parentheses. What is 1.6? That's 4 cents. So 0.04 divided by 1.56 multiply. Give me 2 or 3 digits. What is it? Point what?
0.4.
0.04 divided by 1.56. I need 3 or 4 digits. Give me 4.
It's 0.256.
0.256. Multiply that by 100. Move the decimal 2 places to the right. 2.56%. Why is it so low? Because this is about a constant line. There's not much increase there. All right, let's do the next one. I don't even want to know what that was. Next,
oh my God.
from 1830 to, now somebody tell me what kind of increase you're going to have here. A big increase or a small increase?
Small, a little big.
A big increase. It's going to be more than the first one. Because the first one, here's the steepness of the first one. It's going to be more. Yeah, this is a good test question. I'll put this one on the test. Okay, will you please leave if you're going to start doing 2.85
Hubert, I don't think you should wear that cologne next time.
minus, I take a bath on Saturdays. Oh, now I done messed up. New minus old, there we go. Over what? Old? Yeah. 1.6. What did we get on that last one? 2 point what? What was it? Come on, people, you just wrote it down. What was it?
2.56.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Rest of y'all suck. 2.6. Next. All right, now you're going to multiply that by 100. So somebody give me a decimal to 4 places. Well, yeah, it's going to be pretty big. So somebody give me this decimal to 4 places. 2.85 minus 1.6 divided by 1.6. Somebody give me 4 decimal places. I'm sorry, what?
0.78.
0.78.
12.
Parentheses, and move 2 places to the right. 78.12%. So 78.1%. All right, y'all do the last one. The last one, of course, I don't know why it does all that, but the last one, I'll blow it up for you if I could get this thing to work right. It's having some kind of... Okay, for those of you that at the Easley campus, I'm going to blow it up for you. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
You do the last one. What was that last one? 26 point, what was it?
No, if only I could figure out how to do this.
How could you be getting every one wrong?
I don't know, like, I don't know. Start crying.
I don't know how you could get these wrong.
Like
Unless you're depending on that calculator too much.
Like I'm typing it in
Typing
the
it
way
in
you
wrong.
told me to.
Okay, I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to do it exactly
Okay, but I'm gonna
like
give
I told you. Here we
I'm gonna give
go.
you my numbers though.
I'm going to do the first one we just did.
No. Do my numbers.
What are they?
Okay.
See, I can do these in class with him, but I can't do them at home.
What's your numbers?
Hold on. Okay, never mind. I know I did wrong.
911.
Oh, so it's operator error.
I used the wrong numbers because I was looking at your board.
78.1 was the last one.
So the last one's 70 what?
78.1.
Thank you. All right, the next one. What's my new? I'm going to do it on the calculator. That way somebody can see how to work their calculator. 3.36 minus what? 2.85. Enter. Divide by 2.85. Multiply that by what?
100.
Now, I'm sorry, but that's pretty simple.
17.9.
Wrong number.
See, that's why you're going to fail in life. 17.8, or is that 17.9?
17.9.
Going to be 17.9, so that's 17.9. 17.9. And we got all 4 of those right. New minus old over old multiplied by 100. And that was number 12. Number 14.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm sending you these hard ones. They're hard.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm here for.
But I feel stupid. This is the one I'm stuck on right now. I've done it like 7 times.
Oh, let's do it 8 so you can get really discouraged.
Yeah, because it's going to be easy, isn't it?
I don't know. I hadn't even looked at it. Some of these are new. A woman purchased a used car. Okay, you know what this question tries to get you to do? It tries to get you to bite. And guys,
Well, I did.
y'all are the ones that's going to bite at it, okay? The reason guys bite at this question, oh, I know that. I know how to do that. I sell cars all the time. And they end up getting it wrong, okay? This is not a straightforward, okay, 4,000, then I take 30% off. Well, that's what I'll charge. I'll just knock it back down to 4,000. That ain't the way it's done, okay?
Don't you have to find 30% of it if it was 30% more and then minus that from that?
Yep. So what you have to do is use the Walmart equation. A woman purchased a used car for $4,000. She decided to sell a car for 30% above the purchase price. Use the Walmart equation. 4,000 plus 30% of 4,000 is equal to the total. So let's do that. 4,000 plus 0.3 times 4,000. Why is it plus?
Right.
Why is it plus?
Because you're trying to find 30% more.
More, above, yes. So somebody, let's see if I can do this in my head. Let's see, 10% of 4,000 would be 400. So 1%, well, 10% would be 400, so that'd be 1,200. So that'd be 5,200. Somebody check my math.
That's right.
So now the selling price is 5,200. $5,200. So she puts it outside on the road, side of the road, and she puts a for sale sign on the front, and it's got $5,200. And nobody buys it. So what she says, well, maybe I need to knock 30% off of it. So then you go 5,200 minus 30% of 5,200. Okay, so 10% would be 520. 520 is going to be 1,560, right?
Yep.
So 5,200 minus 1,560, check my math.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and that's going to be,
40.
thanks, what is it?
3640.
3640, somebody check me. Check him.
Yep.
So she sells it for 3640. So what did she do? She lost money. 4,000 when she paid for it. She sold it for 3640. 60,
That's where I messed up.
49 minus 39, 360. Somebody check my math.
That's where I messed up. I minused the 3640 from the 5,200 instead of the 4,000.
Okay. This is not a trick question. It's a question that tricks a lot of guys. And I hate to say guys, I'm sorry. But this is kind of like in the Marine Corps. They try to tell guys how to shoot, and guys go, I've been shooting ever since I was 5 years old. Yeah. Try to teach a guy how to shoot. That's why women make the best snipers. Anyway, so the woman have a loss of, what, 360 bucks?
Mm-hmm.
And we got it right. I'll do another one because I think you need another one. So let's do another. Similar question. All right, try that one. A woman purchased a piece of crap for $1,000. She decided to sell the car for 20% above the purchase price. She couldn't sell it, so then she marked 20% off. What did she win or lose on this one? So, Walmart equation. 1,000 plus 0.2 of 1,000 is equal to, well, that's easy. 10% of 1,000 is what? 100. So 20% or 2 times 100 is 200. So that's $1,200. She puts it out on the side of the road. Nobody buys it. So she takes 20% off of 1,200. Minus 20% of 1,200. And that's going to be 120. 120 is 240. So that's going to be 1,200 minus 240, which is going to be 960. Somebody help me out there. 960?
Yeah.
So she lost. She lost $40 on the sale. If I gave this problem to 30 people, 20 of them would say she broke even. Woman will have a loss of what, $40? Next question. I think that's going to be it. That's it. Y'all are ready for a test. Oh, we already went over it. So that means everybody should be working on their test between now and Wednesday or Friday, because we're starting a new unit Wednesday. All righty. Y'all have a wonderful day.